Cat polaris super tergum Aquila volat,
There must be something we can do.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe if we flew very fast.
We're in the middle of a town, Jeff. If we fly 1 foot outside those doors, we get seen.
You mean we just sit here?
If we want to keep this thing, it is vital, absolutely vital, that nobody knows we've got it.
Hi. We thought you might like 11s out here.
Thanks, Mum.
How's it going? Everything all right?
We're fine.
You sure you wouldn't rather go out somewhere? It is the last day of the holidays.
No, thanks, but we're fine.
You're not going to sit in here all day, are you?
That's what it looks like. We're okay, really. Thanks for the cake, Mum. That was a close one.
You don't have to worry about them, Tom. I think this came from a film set.
In case you hadn't noticed, we're hovering 2 feet off the ground. Sorry.
There must be something we can do.
Like what?
I don't know.
We keep asking if they're all right. They say they're fine.
They're not, are they? They're miserable. We can't let them go back to school like that.
I don't see that we have any choice.
There's one thing we could do.
What?
Well, there's lots of buttons here and we don't know what any of them...
No, I'm sorry, but no.
Why not?
Remember what happened last time we pushed one of those?
That was hateful.
We went 70 feet straight up in the air. You nearly killed us.
You got down again.
That's not the point.
All I'm suggesting is that we
Are
try...
we going forwards?
What?
Yeah. We're moving forwards.
Oh, it's all right. It's the control. I lost a bit of fruit pastel down there. Sticks a bit sometimes.
There is something we could try. We could have a word with Mr. Wharton.
Well, what could he do?
He's a very experienced headmaster, Pam. If he talks to them, he might be able to find out what's wrong.
You think they tell him and not us?
They're never going to tell us anything, are they? We're their mothers.
Don't you want to know what any of them do?
Of course I want to know. I also want to stay alive.
Nobody's going to die.
Oh, you can guarantee that, can you?
All I'm suggesting is we try one of them. We'll probably find out it turns on a heater or something.
One button.
That's all.
Well,
Great.
now which one? This one looks fairly harmless.
I fancy this big red one. I like red. Oh, it doesn't do anything. I'll try a different one.
Hang on.
What?
You said one button.
One button that works.
You didn't say anything about it working.
Well, obviously, that's what I meant. There's not much point in doing it unless it works, is there?
Jeff.
What's this one? I'll try that. Where are you going?
I'm sorry, but if you want to get killed, you can do it on your own. I'm standing over here, out of harm's way.
Okay.
Jeff?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Bye. He'll see us tomorrow morning at 11:30.
What exactly are we going to ask him to do?
Well, we wanted to talk to the boys and find out what's wrong.
Right.
And then I think he needs to warn the rest of his staff. Psychologically, those children are on a knife edge, Pam. The one thing they don't need is some jackbooted teacher deciding that they're...
Deciding they're what?
Is that your fence on fire? Yes, I think it is.
Jeff?
I don't understand. It's got a light on. It must be there for something.
Jeff, are you there?
I'll try it again. No, nothing.
Take it down. Chef, can you see me?
What?
I said, can you see me?
Hang on, I'm going to try another one. Oh, there must be something on this machine that works.
No, don't touch anything.
You'll be alright, just stay where you are.
Please, just don't touch anything. Stand up, climb out or something.
What?
Please.
What's the matter?
Ah! Wow! Oh, wow!
I think we'll be alright now.
The fire brigade's on its way. Have you any idea how this happened?
Oh, not really. Unless it was a spark from Mr. Houseman's shed.
What? My goodness, it's going to take a while to put that out.
Oh, I think he kept a lot of paint in it.
There's a tree on fire as well, a little further on.
Oh, and a car.
My goodness, so there is.
Oh, that'll be the petrol tank. You can't see anything.
Nothing.
But now you can.
Right.
Wow. Can you still touch it?
I'm not sure. Hang on.
Careful.
Okay. Still there?
Unbelievable.
Here, let me try. This one.
Yeah.
Doesn't look any different.
I know. You can't tell anything's happened from in here. If you hadn't got out when you did, we'd never have realised.
No.
Would have thought it was like the first button and didn't work at all.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I'm not so sure about that.
What?
About the other button not working. Eight separate fires.
I know.
One fence, 2 sheds, a walnut tree, 3 cars and a wheelie bin.
Not to mention the other stuff.
Don't mention the other stuff. If there'd have been a baby in that pram when its wheels melted off.
Could have been very nasty.
Very. It's too dangerous, Jeff. I think we should just hand the whole thing over to the police.
Before anyone gets killed.
Right.
Or we could keep it to ourselves for a bit longer, but only use it very carefully for things like going to school.
School.
We can take it wherever we want now, can't we? It's invisible.
We could take it to school.
If we left at 8:30, we'd probably have time for a little test flight first. You know, out along the canal, down the valley. Or, as you say, we could hand it over to the police.
I think we should leave a bit earlier than 8:30.
8:15?
8 o'clock?
I'll be there. Tom! Tom, are you there?
I've got your helmet.
Ah! Sorry, thought you were the other side. Shall I drive?
Sure.
Right, let's go.
What we need now is a parking space. Jeff?
Yes?
Well, we can't leave it on the ground. Someone might walk into it.
But not too high in the air. We've got to be able to climb in and out.
Right. Do you ever wonder where it came from?
It came from a hole in the ground, Tom. We found it, remember?
No, before then. I mean, it's not Roman, is it? We did Romans with Miss Batron, and she never said anything about machines like that.
It could have been the lesson we missed.
I'll go to the library at lunchtime, see if they've got a book on it.
You're saying the boys are unhappy?
They're miserable. Have been ever since they came back from holiday.
They did cheer up a bit yesterday afternoon.
That was just the fire engines, Pam.
Yes, you're probably right.
So, they're unhappy, but you don't know why?
Well, that's what we're hoping you'll find out.
We think partly they're still trying to process the emotional trauma of finding this dead body.
Which is why Sally thinks you should have a word with your staff.
They need very careful handling, Mr. Wharton. We don't want anyone shouting at them or anything like that.
No. Right. No shouting.
Close the door! Well?
I wondered if you had any books about flying.
3 along top shelf.
Thank you.
Tom, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was... Anyway, you want a book on the history of flying? Well, let's see what we can find, shall we? How about this? Powered Flight, 1903 to 1983?
You haven't got anything on earlier flying machines, have you?
Earlier?
Yeah.
There weren't any flying machines before 1903. That's when it all started.
Oh, right.
Exactly. Orville and Wilbur. Was there anything else?
Have you got a book on the Romans?
Yes, indeed. Back this way.
It's gone!
What?
Aquila, it's gone!
Gone.
Follow me!
That's probably the best we've got. If you want anything more detailed, you... have you seen Tom Baxter?
He ran off down the passage.
Ran off? He wasn't crying or anything, was he?
He didn't look very happy.
It's my fault. She'd never have shouted.
You're quite sure it's here. How many times do I have to tell you, Tom? It's gone.
But where? I mean, how could
It was the fruit pastel. It had to be.
But what?
The bit I left on the floor control. That sticks sometimes. Like in the garage.
You mean it's been moving forward?
Ever since we left it this morning. Where are you going?
We have to find it, Jeff.
How can we find it? It's invisible. Well,
Well, it has to be somewhere on this line.
it could be anywhere. It could be miles away.
No, it was moving very slowly. And look over there. If it had passed those houses, we'd know about it.
Why?
Remember what Aquila does when it hits a brick wall?
Right.
It's 8 feet off the ground, and it's out there somewhere.
Yes!
But hang on! You can't just run out there and climb in, not with everyone watching. I've got a better idea. We left it here at 9:15.
Right.
And it was in the middle of the playing field at 10 to 1.
Right.
If we wait here, when it gets to this big tree, we can climb back in.
But we don't know when it's going to get there.
If we know how long it took to travel that first bit, we can work out how long it takes to do the rest. It's just maths, isn't it?
Maths.
Come on, it can't be that difficult. Which gives us 7:05.
So we've got 3 answers now. 7:05, 10:15, and half an hour before it set off.
I suppose we could work out an average of all 3.
That'd be more maths, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What we need now is a mathematician.
Ah, there you are. You forgot these. Don't worry about signing out or anything. I'll look after all that.
Mr. Archer?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say, and I'm sorry. I should never have shouted. It's just one gets a bit wound up in the course of a day's teaching.
No, it's not that.
We wanted to know if an object sets off at 9:15 and travels 160 metres by 10:1, how long would it take it to cover another 134 metres?
This is for maths, is it?
Yeah.
But I take you for maths, and I haven't...
This maths is for fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
3 hours and 25 minutes.
Sorry.
That's how long it would take.
Thanks, Mr. Urquhart.
I really appreciate it. Do you know we can find a ladder?
We need one for a project.
Well, I think Mr. Gillimore has one in his shed, but...
Thanks again, Mr. Urquhart.
Well, but you can't just borrow it without... Sorry. Shouting again.
Ah, I was looking for Baxter and Reynolds.
I'm afraid they just left. If you like, I could...
No, don't worry. I'll find them later. You've been doing some maths with them, have you?
Well...
Splendid. And tell me, how were they? Did they seem happy, carefree, worried at all?
Well, they did seem a bit anxious about something.
Ah. It's not the job it was, you know.
I'm sorry?
When I started in this business, you came to school in the morning, taught a few lessons and went home. These days, you have to spend half your time finding out if they're happy or not. I don't know where anyone got this idea children had to enjoy school. I never have.
No.
Still, when does he get there?
Who?
A, if he starts off at 8:45, when does he arrive at, wherever it is?
Oh, about 4:15, I think.
Oh.
There!
Where?
That branch, see? Come on.
Is it there?
Time to go home.
Baxter? What are you doing up there?
I was just getting this.
I see. I was told you were out here with Jeff Reynolds.
Yeah, he's gone.
Pity. I wanted to have a little talk with you both. Nothing special. Just to ask how things were going. How you're doing. If there's anything bothering you at all.
Not really, no.
So, today's been all right then, has it?
It all seemed to have worked out quite well. Good fun, really.
Fun? Well, that is good. Splendid. In that case, Tom, I wonder if you could do me a little favour.
Yes?
If your mother asks what sort of day you've had, would you tell her, you know, that it was fun?
Okay.
I'd be rather grateful. You see, this is the second 11 football. Now, everybody's been telling me it disappeared into thin air at lunchtime, and You found it up a tree. Well, well. You won't forget, will you?
Sir?
About your mother.
Oh, yes.
That's the fellow.
According to this, the Romans didn't even have electricity.
So it was made by someone else?
We found it under a dead Roman, Jeff. It has to have been built by them or someone before then. What are you doing?
Clearing out the last of that fruit pastel. No, we don't want it to... Got it. Now, just move us round a bit to check that...
Hello?
We thought you might like to eat out here again.
Thanks, Mum.
Great.
So, how was it today?
What?
For school? We, wondered how you got on.
Oh, it was okay.
Did you see the headmaster?
Hey? Oh, yes, we did.
And is everything all right now?
Yes, it is. In fact, it was all quite fun today. Wasn't it, Jeff?
Good. Very good. That's all right then.
What was all that about?
I've no idea.
I think we sorted that out rather well. We did, didn't we? Nice to get something right. What? What? Oh, I was just thinking. Those boys haven't the least idea what's going on. Not a clue. All the work and planning that goes into making sure they have a good time. And they probably think they sorted it all out by themselves. One of the privileges of childhood, Pam. So many things you don't have to know.
Aquila is such a cool ship, isn't it? And part 4 is on Thursday here on CBBC at 5:10. Now, you remember earlier when we did a phone-in and I asked you if you could have a